See that Cristina has her command center set up here.
Just a few laptops.
What are we doing?
We're working from home.
Somebody was in contact with somebody who was diagnosed with COVID-19, and then in prolonged contact with somebody who was suspected of having it.
It was me.
So here we are. We're in quarantine until next Tuesday. So we're just rolling with it. Out of an abundance of caution, I have canceled all of my clients in my business and just shut my business down through next Tuesday, because that's 14 days from Christina's last exposure with both of those people that she was in contact with. So we're going to try to make the most of it. It's pretty calm. I mean, we're not freaking out. We're not really particularly worried about being sick per se. It's just, we're just trying not to spread it to other people and think that that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, especially elderly people.
Yeah, I'm feeling for those folks.
Yeah, it's really sad.
So we're going to try to get some work done this week. Cristina has to keep working, so I have to get some things done this week. And we'll see how that goes. But I anticipate kind of a calm time, just trying to get a few things done and just try to enjoy some time together too. So we have almost a whole week here. So we're going to try to get a few things done that we have planned out for like the next month, like 4 to 6 weeks, and just see if we can get them done this week. It's kind of an ambitious list, so I'm not sure how far we're going to get, but one of the things that we're going to do, come on with me, is start working on the kitchen in earnest. So we got to clear all this stuff out. We've been using it as our kitchen, and we've been using it to store some of the materials that we're in the process of using in other projects of the house. And yeah, we're gonna get all this out and then start working on the floor. So we're gonna finish the floor first in here as part of like the first move, and then we're probably gonna immediately cover it with brown paper just to protect it while we finish the walls and put it in the cupboards, etc. All the other kitchen stuff. Also in the main room, we've got some of these patches that Cristina did in this corner and this corner over here. And they need a little bit of paint. So we're gonna do some lime paint. We got a couple coats upstairs and some of the chinking that we need to do, and some of the patching down here. We're gonna get to that also, and just kind of get that off our to-do list entirely and have that completely finished. Outside, I'm gonna be continuing to move some wood planks. Let's head out there. So you saw this on last week's video of getting these planks set up. So I think I got the system that works. We were gone for a week, came back. We had some storms roll through here, probably some high winds, and everything's still standing, so that's a plus. I'm gonna get going on the rest of the stuff, the wood, and that's my project right now. So if I can get enough of this done, I'm gonna play around a little bit more with the log ox and my new maul and try to split some of the firewood that's back there and tidy up a little bit more around the wood piles. So here we go. Christina's been working all day, so taking a little break. I'm gonna go for a nice little walk. Yeah. Cow. Okay. Well, we got 2 more stacks, at least started. That's kind of nice. And let's walk on around back here. And we got a good amount of wood out of here. So here's my discard pile. These are all either rotted or just weirdly shaped and pretty much useless. Might cut these into dowels or something like that. But we've got some of the more like kind of trim size stuff to do over there. And then just get these odds and ends of like different thicknesses, different width posts. Just try to get those sorted, and we'll be doing it. man, stacking these planks is boring, and I've been doing it all day. So I'm gonna try to have a little bit more fun and get into some chainsaw and firewood splitting with that pile right there waiting for me. Got tons to do. So just gonna knock out probably an hour's worth of that and call it a day. After a couple days of chipping away at this, I think I finally got most of it done. I've got all the salvageable wood is pretty much all stacked up. All different types. Got normal lumber, got barn wood, we got thick posts right back there. What I have left to do is sift through this pile of junk that I collected. It's boards that are just kind of rotted out or have irregular shapes, kind of weird shapes, just don't seem all that particularly usable. I'm gonna sort through that and just see if I can get some dowels or something we can put in the fireplace and just kind of cut it up and dispose of the rest to the dump. This used to be our back door. We hadn't had a chance to get it secured to hinges or anything. It was just kind of secured to the door frame. And we got here one time and it had blown off. It was just lying in a puddle in the backyard. And it got ruined, unfortunately. It's buckled on the other side. You got stuff rotting, stuff breaking apart. So unfortunately, it's a goner. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Cristina has to telework for a little bit. She's gonna be in a meeting inside, so I can't really run any of my saws. I'm gonna take a splitting break and split up some of this wood, get stacked. I've been here since Sunday, and typically what I will do is I'll prepare a couple meals on Thursday before we come down, usually on Friday, and have everything ready so I can just heat it up. This week's been a little different. We've had to bring food with us to cook because we couldn't get it all prepared for this maybe 7 to 10 days that we're going to be here on quarantine for the COVID-19 thing. So I've had to cook. And I've come up with some cool little tricks that have made it a lot easier. This grill, of course, is one of them. I've been using the Instant Pot to do a couple different dishes and for reheating stuff. Probably for sauteing stuff that's going to be dripping everywhere or like throwing grease all over the walls, stuff like that. I could do that kind of cooking in the Instant Pot as well, the saute function. So we don't have a kitchen. We don't have a kitchen sink. I don't have anywhere to clean dishes except for the bathroom sink, which gets tedious because you have to get all the food bits out. And so it's not the best setup in the world right now, but we're making it work. And I think we've got some things that we're going to be able to tide us over until we get this kitchen finished, hopefully this summer at some point.
In a creek, just listen to those frogs.
This is the locust tree that almost fell on our house. It just sheared right off and just very miraculously fell away from our house instead of towards it. I don't know quite how that worked, but we're very grateful for that. So I'm just getting it all chopped up and we'll get it stored. I had to stop. My chain was obviously really dull. There was so much friction that it was heating and steaming, smoking visibly. So this is really hard wood. This is locust, and I've been working through a lot of ash, so it's kind of expected it's going to be kind of harder on the chain, but it wasn't. I just sharpened it, and it just wasn't doing the job. So I took it in, and I got it sharpened with a grinder at the store, and now I'm back. We're gonna start again and see how it goes. But you can see with this log right here, that look at all the scorch marks that are on there. I mean, it's just so much friction. It was taking forever. So hopefully this is gonna be a little faster, but let's see. That's crazy. That's so much faster. It was taking forever before. That took like 10 seconds to get through. Meanwhile, back at the log cabin.
We're lime washing. Lime washing.
Are these the patches?
Yeah. I've just cleaned them all off. So now we're just lime washing them.
Pronto update on our well shocking experience. We're running the water and we're noticing the pressure's a little lower, but look how clear that is. We've been here for 5 days, 6 days.
Yeah.
And we've been running the water more than usual. So I mean, usually we're here for a few days, off a few days, here a few days, off a few days. And there's a lot of sediment in it. When we get back, it clears out, and then we go away, and we come back and sediment again. But now that we're here consistently, I think we've gotten to a place where we have entirely clean water, which would be really exciting.
Yeah, it doesn't smell or anything. It used to smell a little bit like metal.
Yeah, like a metallic, coppery
Smell.
penny kind of smell. But that's all gone. So I think that's pretty cool.